talked about Osho to my associate.
Oh, yeah.
And the readings that Osho given to my associate who was Christian.
Yeah.
And about the peacefulness in which he speaks.
I sweat all over that thing.
That's why you got a spare.
Oh, got a towel.
Everybody grab roll except for Rashad.
Thanks. I should have grabbed this in here, but.
Now you get your head against the door.
Oh, thanks. Nice catch.
I got it, don't worry. I got it.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn, you're patient.
What's that? I'm not going into it, but
One guard me, yeah?
How'd your back?
Back is good. It's just messed up my shoulder now. Work messing around with the power crystal. You know the 80 power? If you don't use it in a while. I was doing pretty good. It didn't bother me until later too.
Did you warm up before doing it, or?
That's the thing. I know I did it.
Or did you use that as a warm up?
I used the 40 and the 60 as a warm up.
Okay. Oh, so you did warm up.
Yeah, but it's not.
You just.
I just overworked it. I just overdid it. I might have been like 30 or 40. All combined together. No, I'm paying for it. No, I can't even, I couldn't even raise my hand up like this. You know when you're old, you could do stuff like that.
stop that.
It's true though.
Stop
You
that.
wasn't talking about shoot, man.
No, I'm just saying old, period.
Yeah, when you're old.
Oh, that mentality, I understand.
I don't do much here for that word.
Yeah. It's reality
Sure.
though.
What's the state of mind? You know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but still. Your body tends to remind you, hey man, what you doing? You
I
know?
mean, the body changes as we age. We all age. Doesn't mean you're necessarily old, but
But
things change.
what I say, you have to go to war against yourself. One of you all will win, one of you all will lose.
I believe in a win-win. If I eat this cupcake, my body gonna love me for it.
You know,
If I come to training, my body will love me for it. Not all the time, but
Not during it.
right.
Oh, man.
but I feel you on that one thing. I have to rewind the tape to take a look at what I did when I do, you know, cause an issue that causes pain.
Where everything changes throughout life, the body, of course, rewires itself.
Yeah,
They broke his toenail in here.
you know, it's like I was rolling on this roller the other day. And it caused pain that I remember from way back when. I think I got playing chess with a young guy years ago, and he hit me in the chest, hit me in the ribs,
Oh.
and rolling on this device brought that memory back. So I'm apprehensive about doing that you're doing right now.
Light bulb went off, like, I know that.
Yeah, I remember that pain. And
But is that a pain you just gotta work through though, or is that like pain is an injury?
that's a injury, especially
Like shorts, like jersey shorts.
bruised rib area.
Yeah.
But I thought it was gone until I rolled on it, the device.
My sons.
So I'm very
Like
apprehensive
basketball,
now.
don't look like basketball.
Yeah, they are basketball.
I mean, these are too. Those look nice. Like,
Yeah, but I don't. It's cool, but I like the one they have the open air side.
okay.
It's hard to find, especially like these,
Right.
with the open air side.
I know what you're talking about. Where
Yeah, it's
they
like
kind of come together like this, and they.
no,
Yeah.
no, I just like the open. You know,
Oh, okay. It's a triangle.
yeah, you know, you can do kicks better. Matter of fact,
Like Muay Thai shorts
yes.
with the big vents on the sides?
Mhm.
Sweats.
I like those better.
Nice drop here, man. Yeah, these make some good quality product at a great price. Some of that stuff I don't like all that styling though. It's too much. It's not bad, but Euro styling that isn't popular here.
Right. I need to buy me another pair though. I have two more pairs. I'm gonna give me an all plain white and another black and white one like these.
Okay. I like those. I mean,
I like these.
oh, you want those shoes? Yeah.
They're comfortable.
They're hard to find.
Nice fit.
You
Could have buy them online though.
Yeah.
You give me a black one, black and white.
And go to a place they sell out. Quick.
We're in day 114. Roses are beautiful, lotuses are beautiful, but they are not flowers of beauty. They are beautiful flowers, of course, but not flowers of beauty. Flowers of beauty happen in your innermost core. They happen through your inner growth. When you transform your potential into actuality, when you really become a being, when there's no more to life, when you have experienced life in its totality, then something flowers in you. That flowering brings you, for the first time, a gift from existence. There are many gifts from existence. Birth is a gift, life is a gift, love is a gift, but the ultimate gift is when your consciousness becomes a lotus. When a flower of beauty blooms in you. In Japan they call it satori, in India we call it samadhi. It can be translated to ultimate ecstasy.
I have a question regarding that passage. It says the ultimate beauty is when a flower blooms within you. I guess this is a question. What do you think to make that flower bloom within you? Is it through meditation or just life in itself? Like, I know it said it's a gift, but
Inner growth. And he says when you transform your potential into actuality, you experience life in its totality. So, when you experience life in its totality, it is work on meditation to bring your presence to the moment, be total in everything that you do. Like, don't live in regret, and don't have fear, but be total in your actions and in your way in life. So basically being enlightened is living a meditative life, and just bringing your total being to the things that you do, you know, like there's the saying, like being real, being 100% real. You know when you're being fake, you know when you're not speaking from the heart or living from your heart, but you're living according to other people's values and other people's expectations. You're not living your true being. So he's saying when you live your own true being, you follow your inner self, your inner soul, then that's when you can come to enlightenment, and then that's who you truly are, who you are. You're not like a carbon copy of somebody else or what somebody else wants you to be.
I'd like to add on to what you just said. With inner growth, or like you said, being the possibility of reaching reality or actuality, it has to be one of the most difficult things to do just in society. When you said like being all the way real with yourself, you know, there's a conflict with just life. It makes me think of that Dave Chappelle's skit when keeping it real goes wrong. And you might say how you really feel or be yourself, and you're fine with that, but the rest of the world, you know, doesn't accept it, or there's backlash behind it.
I don't think there will be like the rest of the world. There might be like the masses, but then there's other enlightened people and other awakened people, other conscious people that you can relate to and grow close to, have help support you in your total being. It's like that courage. So it's not a lot of people that, you know, that's that saying, you want to be a sheep or a lion. It's up to you. If you're a sheep, then you know you're part of the masses. If you're a lion, okay, it's gonna be harder, it's gonna be more challenging, and there's gonna be less, you know, lions there to support you than sheep. But that's what he's talking about. Not a lot of people are meant to be enlightened, you know, to speak from their own hearts. That's just not how the masses are built, or people are built, because people are used to following groups and this whole group thing, and is used as a way of controlling the population. You could become a part of that, but he's not talking about that. He's talking about when you are yourself, and yet, you know, yeah, keeping it real goes wrong. I'm familiar with that skit too. It's hilarious. But you know, there's a time and place to be yourself, and there's a time and place where you gotta, you know, he's in a work environment. When you're in a work environment, you gotta make money. You're gonna have to change certain things about yourself in order to make that money. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna sacrifice your core values. But if your job says, hey man, you gotta put on a tie, and you're like, no man, I'm gonna come out with a shirt off, man. That's not, it doesn't have nothing to do with your core values. You just don't like wearing a tie, so you just put on a tie and make your money. But if the job's telling you to rape and kill people for money, I mean, then you're gonna be like, no, that's not what I'm about. But your job's just telling you dress like this, be on time, treat people with the respect and courtesy, make that money. Okay, go ahead and do that to make that money, but when you're at home and when you're interacting with your friends and it has nothing to do with work, then you could just be yourself, you know, not worry about what other people think about you, just be yourself. And if you get a job that's more flexible, more lenient, more understanding, then you could be yourself more often at work, but that might take time. You know, maybe if you come up with your own bus service, it's run by you, you might be
CTM business.
This is Shev's Transit Authority. But you know, when you're working for somebody else, you know, you're gonna have to follow the rules to be employed. You know, and just recently, just reading the article this morning about the CEO of Uber, you know, stepping down from his position because the investors are putting pressure on the company, saying that they want him out of there, and he's one of the founders. So you think about it, when you give up control of your company, then now it's not your company anymore, it's the investor's company.
Right.
And if they don't want you there, then they'll get rid of you. So you could essentially say you founded something, but then you lose control of it, and now it's no longer yours. So money is a big influence on our decisions, and a lot of times you have to sacrifice money to be real. That's just how it is. But you just have to find that balance. You know, you can be real all you want, but you don't want to be homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still want to make some money. So time to find a time and place to be real. Find a time and place to make money. Try to balance it out, and then as you live more of a meditative life, then more of your life will be real. Less will be about money. You know, or if you can find a way to be real and make money at the same time, then that's the greatest. But that's not an easy thing to do. Even a lot of these artists, these rappers, they gotta rap to what the masses want, and then when they get the money, then they might be able to put more intellectual things into the music, if they're in that position to do so. Like Will Smith, you know, had to build himself up, and then he starts directing. He might start directing his own movies at that when he builds himself up. But don't expect to start directing your own movies when nobody even knows and you don't got no money. You know, so same thing with Bruce Lee. You know, they tried to tell him, hey, you know, why don't you go ahead and lose this fight to Robin and this skit. He's like, man, you crazy? Like, he got really mad about that, you know. But then they agreed to have a draw, you know. He made certain values, you know. He'd be like, you know, I'm not going to participate in any movie where they're disrespecting the Chinese. But not a lot of people will be able to stand up for that. They'll be like, hey, you know, you give me enough money, I will disrespect my own people. No problem, you know. Even if you don't give me money, I'll do it for free because I want the fame, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they call sellouts, people that just sell out, you know. Real people, they don't sell out like that, you know. But there's not that many real people.
Well, commenting on the word sellout or snitch and stuff like that, I mean, there's a clear difference between somebody selling out and, like you said, somebody keeping it all the way real and like, hey, I'm securing these bags, I'm cashing these checks. You know, like, you can take somebody, like you said, they disrespect their own people and they doing that, like you said, because they want fame and notoriety. Or you have other people and it's like, all right, they have a business opportunity that they didn't have when they first started, and they're utilizing it now. Or you start up a company, it's like, oh, he sold the business, is selling out. It's like, no, I grew the business, I maximized what I could do, you know, with it. You know, it's time to move on and do other things. That's not selling out, that's just moving on. It's called growth. As far as snitching, if you're selling drugs and your competition is selling drugs, and you get nabbed by the police, and you snitch on the competition, that's snitching. But if you get beat up by somebody you never met, didn't know, you are a victim. And if you call the police, you wouldn't be snitching.
Well, then again, there's a code of honor too.
You were a victim.
No,
As soon as they put their hands on you, that was when they messed up their code on.
I heard you get whooped up in prison, you're gonna snitch on them.
That's different if you're in prison. I'm talking about walking down the street, minding your business, and club a lady in the head. She ain't snitching because she called
You
police.
wait till they're alone, you club them back. You know, but there's an ethics that you have to hold, I feel. I was in L.A. in South Loop. I don't call it La Fitness. I call it L.A., okay? South Loop.
A lot of fitness or La La fitness?
Right. And I got a friend who had an incident, and he had lost breath, and he had stumbled and fell, and he went through a hard time, and he called upon who he says the Lord to, and he gave him a chance to walk or to regain his health back, that he would follow him. And I can rightfully say that I can, in terms of Christianity, in which I read the New Testament 5 times, the Old Testament 3 times, and researched Assyriology to study Mesopotamia, I can talk to him about Buddhism and have I think I have good enough understanding of it to be able to do a comparison between the true Christianity and Buddhism, which Buddhism is something like 110 years older than Christianity. You know, 415 BC, founded by Siddhartha Gautama, and I can hold my own in speaking about it, I feel. And he was asking me questions in comparison. And, you know, like the statement is, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and also be given to you that you deserve. Well, also to get yourself away from, or to release of what would we call attachments, what holds you bound to this here. And I can hold my own, I feel, in that. And without any, it could be a group that could possibly oppose me, but I will still keep my ground. So without, because I never did like groups. I mean, I was jumped on by a group when I was a shorty, so they beat the crap out of me, so I became who I am by reading and so forth. And I think I could, you know, could stand. But that takes a, I think a sense of commitment and contentment with yourself. You know.
I don't think, you know, like, you can turn away, like, look at all groups as bad, but see, like, we want to be a part of a group that's going to be holding good values and going to help motivate us to excel. So, like, certain groups could be an elite group that you want to be a part of because it's going to help you become a better person. So, you talk about groups, you got the masses, and say you got some, you know, say there's a group, they're part of the Olympic committee, they're the Olympic teams, and that's a very small percentage of the population. It's still a group, but it's a small percentage. And then if you're a part of that group, you could be considered an elite athlete. That could be considered a good thing. The NBA is a group, so a lot of people play basketball, but only a small percentage will make it to the NBA. You could want to be a part of that group because you want to get to that level of expression of what you do. So, you know, when you build a group, it's about quality over quantity. So, I don't think there's such a thing as being alone, completely alone. There's going to be people out there that share your values, that want to be better, just like you want to be better. You just have to find a way to connect with those people. You might not know that they exist at the moment, but they do exist. And it's just, it takes time to meet those people. And in the meantime, you're gonna be alone until you meet them, but you will meet them someday. And when you connect with them, then that's gonna help you excel. It's not that groups are bad, it's just that when the group gets too large, then that's where corruption comes. That's what happens in the martial arts, that's what happens in religion, that's what happens in all large groups. When you get too many people involved, things get corrupt.
It's watered down, you would say?
Yeah, watered down. When you can regulate the group, make it more disciplined, make it more control, where you know who can enter, who has to leave, then the group can be developed to benefit you, where you will not reach to a higher level without that group by yourself. I mean, it's just a matter of mathematics. You know, if 10 people work hard, then they're going to make more money than just one person working hard. You know, if all 10 people are making $1 million a year, then they're going to make more money than a person that makes by himself just 1 million. Keep stretching.
Yeah.
Ready to spark, man? Ready to spark? Gang guys at the window looking at you, man.
Who?
I said, gang guys at the window looking at you, they ready to spark.
Gang.
Gang of guys looking at you, they ready to... Whatever, yeah. Like, alright, whatever.
I have to defend myself. I have to defend myself. Oh, man. What happened to your cousin, man?
The panda, I saw her like a week or two ago.
She should be okay, right?
Yeah, she's good. She got a new job.
Just stretch with us real quick. Just stretch it. What's your name? Arlen. Okay, just find some space and stretch. There you go.
They don't bite.
Bolo does, but.
Oh, you guys are filming? I didn't know.
Yeah, it's come over this way if you wish. If you wish, right there. Okay. Stretch over here. Let me see.
But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to bring that up because I'm the same way as Bolo. Like, I was always like by myself a lot, and in high school, like everybody's doing their thing, and I just didn't fit in with any group. I was always on my own most of the time. In college, I joined a fraternity because I thought that they had these values that I valued, but then it turned out that they didn't. And then I ended up being on my own, and then I ended up establishing my own martial arts group. And you know, and then now I established my own school. Like, I didn't join another school, I established my own school. It's just, I had to create my own groups everywhere I went, pretty much. But it's not that, I understand that not all groups are bad. If you create the group and you control the group, then how can it be bad? It's like saying yourself is bad. So if you created a group, you make it good. You go through the effort to make it good. So not all groups are bad, you just have to join the right group that's right for you. And that's just what it is. But like I said, you know, even connecting with just one other person, you know, you find a woman and you fall in love, that's a group right there. It's not you anymore, it's just you and her now. You create a child and then the group expands. So the whole point is to create quality groups. You know, don't get sucked into the corrupted groups, because that's gonna mess you up. I mean, you're working out every day, and then you join a group, all they do is drink all day. Next thing you know, instead of working out, you're drinking. And then you end up looking like them, and then you lose your health, and then you get a DUI. You die from alcohol poisoning.
Why we gotta bring driving into this? Drinking, but we're driving.
Also, the group, you know, be positive or negative.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to paint a picture that groups were absolutely.
No. You did it.
This is great, right?
You did it at all, because I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, but I met some people who don't have my best interests at heart. You know, I'd rather see what I got in my pocket that they can have in theirs.
Look, I appreciate having you here because I know how you are. You said that, you know, you live in the same place for, what, 30-some years? You don't ever go out the home, so
Yeah.
to actually have you come here is a big thing, you know?
Yeah. I've been out there, and it's wicked. And thought I could fit in, but I don't. And I choose that life. But here, I'll give y'all some time. I'm gonna give you some time, Seafood. You're gonna make me into the man that I'm supposed to be. After I'm 70.
Could you open the door real quick?
Did you have anything you want to bring to the conversation? We might be quiet today.
Trying to rehab my shoulder.
If I may beg, what actually you're doing next time you injured your rotator area? What actually you're doing when you injured your rotator area, your shoulder?
I was doing the power twister
Okay,
with 80 kilograms.
80 pounds. How does it feel when you use no weight?
How's it feel? What? The pain?
When you use no weight?
Oh, no way. It's still, I can't raise my hand to a certain degree.
Have you used ice compact?
No, not yet. I'm just trying. It's not swollen.
Right.
I'm trying to like the muscle is tightening up on me.
Probably sprained the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
You know.